believe that America is heaven on earth, man. They believe that they was placed in this bitch to prosper. No, you came here to finish out the curses, man. So then we could be redeemed beginning with the elect by Yahweh Shah. Continue.
The blacks lynched accounted for 72% of the people lynched. The number seemed large, but it is known that not all of the lynchings were recorded. Out of the 4,743 people lynched, only 1,297 white people were lynched. That's only 27.3%. Many of the white lynchers were lynched for having the blacks or being anti-lynching and even for domestic crimes.
Lamentation 4 and 6. For the punishment of the iniquity of the daughter of my people is greater than the punishment of the sin of Sodom. That was overthrown as in a moment, and no hand stayed on her.
Yeah, man, because we went through a hard punishment, man, beginning with the house of Judah and the house of Israel combined, man. Because the scripture tells you no nation on earth has actually went through the tribulation that this nation of Israel has been through, man. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
I got one.
Go ahead, Al.
This Ezekiel 35 and 5. Because thou hast had perpetual hate.
Ongoing hatred, man, because why this hatred goes back into the Garden of Eden, man. Continue.
And has shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of thy sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had ended.
So it was a time frame when it's supposed to stop, but y'all continue to pursue us, man. You know? And for all you fucking sellouts that basically say Esau is the Gentile that can be redeemed to Yahweh Hashem Al Shah, you don't know the fucking scriptures, man. It's lucky for saying it like that. The Gentiles that's gonna awaken to the truth are Israelites that is in a Gentile state of mind, man.
This Daniel 9 starting at verse 10, man, but this volume people who try to say, well, it's other people went into slavery and this and all that, man, you know. This
Hey, but
scripture you
wait,
want.
them Esau, the motherfuckers that went in slavery, like the Esau, what they call that, indenture slaves? Or something, when you go into slavery to pay off a debt, and then you are released.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You willingly went through this situation. We were actually forced into this shit, man.
Cause the guy on the Military slave, he was a slave for this cracker.
Yeah.
And he did what he had to do, and he left. That's all it was.
So when we fucking got through picking all our cotton and shit, we couldn't just walk up off that motherfucker, man.
This is Daniel chapter 9, starting at verse 10. Now starting at verse 9. To the Lord our power belong mercies and forgiveness, though we have rebelled against him.
So we ain't worrying about, will such and such forgive us. All mercy and grace comes from Yahweh Hashem Shah. And you can tell that he loves the nation of Israel because he sent his begotten son to redeem the elect. But therefore, although the elect are the first fruits, the 2/3 still going to be saved as well because they're going to come through the first fruits. Continue.
In fact, I'm going to go to verse 7.
Okay.
O Lord, righteousness belongs unto thee,
Yeah.
but unto us confusion of faces.
Yeah, because it was a time frame, and basically, you know, we started mingling with these other nations. So that's why the apostles had said, like, case example, Justin Timberlake is an Israelite. Bruce Lee is an Israelite. You know what I'm saying? Because why? The Spirit bear witness. Continue.
As at this day to the men of Judah and to the inhabitants of Jerusalem and unto all Israel that are near and that are far off through all the countries whither thou hast driven them because of their trespass that they have trespassed against thee.
And what did we do as a trespass? We committed spiritual fornication, and therefore we were sent into slavery.
O Lord, to us belongeth confusion of face to our kings, to our princes, to our fathers, because we have sinned against thee.
Get that about the tares and the wheat with Yahweh Shai. I'll continue, bro.
To the Lord our power belongeth mercies and forgiveness, though we have rebelled against him.
Yeah, because we serve a forgiving, a long-suffering power, man.
Neither have we obeyed the voice of the Lord our power to walk in his laws, which he set before us by his servants the prophets.
And right now, who is that? Who fulfills this prophecy right now? GMS, beginning with Apostle Tahar on down.
Yea, all Israel have trespassed thy law.
So that's why, what we do is what we supposed to do, and at the end of the day, we are still considered as unprofitable servants.
Even by departing, that they might not obey thy voice. Therefore the curse is poured upon us.
And that's why we were in slavery. That's why our women cheat on us and then leave us. That's why we have kids and we can't spend time with our kids. That's why we are subjected to payments, man.
That's why we in this fucking mess we in right now.
Man, this fucking GMO food, so on and so forth. See a nigga on the street and he want to kill you and shit.
And the oath that is written in the law of Moses, the servant of the Most High, because we have sinned against him.
And that goes back to Deuteronomy 28:15. If we basically disobey Yahweh Shem Shah, these curses is going to cleave unto us.
And he hath confirmed his words, which he spake against us and against our judges that judged us, by bringing upon us a great evil. For under the whole heaven have not been done as has been done upon Jerusalem.
Yeah, because basically that bullshit about those fucking Jews, man, these motherfuckers is actually chilling on a some form of resort, man. They had their own little form of currency and places where they can exercise and shit, man. We were that nation that actually went through hardcore slavery, man. And Esau knows this. That's why he tries to erase it from his history books, man.
As it is written in the law of Moses, all this evil is come upon us, yet made we not our prayer before the Lord our power.
Right, because it's a scripture where, I want to say it's in 1 Kings 8 or 2 Kings the 8th chapter, that if all of Israel basically would face the east and pray to Yahweh Shem Shah, he would come and deliver us, man. But at this time frame, that cannot happen because that does not fulfill prophecy, sir.
That we might turn from our iniquity and understand thy truth.
And the only man that's going to turn from the iniquity and understand our truth is the elect, man.
Right, 1/3 of our people.
Yeah.
Verse 14. Therefore have the Lord watched upon the evil and brought it upon us. For the Lord our God is righteous in all his works which he doeth. For we obey.
Rightfully so. So basically, even if you disobey your physical father, what happens? You get punished, man. So there's no thing with Yahweh Shem Yahshua that created all the spirits,
For we obey not his voice.
Right, and therefore the reason why we enslaved is because we didn't follow the law, statutes, and commandments. Go ahead.
Lamentation 5 and 7. Our fathers have sinned and are not, and we have borne their iniquities.
Right. So basically, our fathers have sinned and we are not. So our fathers have sinned, but then you got to understand the process of reincarnation, and we are our forefathers as well, man. Because why? We come back every 3 to 4 generations, man.
This is Amos 3 and I'm gonna start at 1. Hear this word that the Most High has spoken against you, O children of Israel,
Okay.
against the whole family, which I brought out.
So basically, all the prophets, all the kings, actually went off. Because you got some people idiots to say that the prophets didn't go through hardcore slavery. Where the fuck were they at then?
Yeah.
Why is Apostle Tahar and Apostle Ramlah, so on and so forth, here right now then?
It just went down.
Like Deuteronomy 28 saying thy king should be going to slavery also.
Which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the family of the earth.
Yeah, so all the families in the earth, Yahweh Shem Shah only known the nation of Israel.
Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities.
And the reason why we get punished for all our iniquities is because the law, statutes, and commandments was given to us.
Only us.
And only us. And that's the way it's going to be. All right? Anybody any more appreciate? All right.
Just going back to what you said.
Go ahead.
This Daniel 9 and 8. I just get you out.
Yeah, and then also too, y'all, we have to put everything in perspective, and we know that it's gonna be more hangings, more lynching, more Jake getting killed, man, because prophecy have to be fulfilled. If the 2/3 don't get killed, we're not gonna get any closer to the kingdom, man. That's just the way Yahweh Shem Shah has it. We would love the 2/3, Lord, when we get in the kingdom. That's why Jeremiah, what did Yahweh Shem Shah tell Jeremiah? In the 11th chapter, pray not for these people, man. So at this time frame, we can't be together, man. Continue, my bad.
This Genesis 25, starting at verse 21, man. Which our people have to realize this is where the war started between us and the so-called white man. This the beginning of the history. It started in the garden with Cain, and then after Cain, after the flood and everything, then this one came back as Esau, man. Abel came back as Jacob, man. This is Genesis the 25th chapter, starting at verse 21. And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife, because she was barren, and the Lord entreated of him, and Rebekah his wife conceived. And the children struggled together within her, and she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord.
So before these two individuals were born, they were actually fighting within the woman.
Strong.
I got that word struggle right there, which means ratazats, which it means to crush, to oppress, to get crushed, to be crushed, to oppress, to crush in pieces.
So basically, they're trying to destroy each other in the womb, man.
To grievously oppress.
Grievously oppressed, man. So they were going at it, man. It was like a goddamn UFC match up in there, man.
To break, to discourage. Right, man. So all this the so-called white man doing, this is nature, man.
Yeah.
But you supposed to be the same way, man.
Yeah, yeah.
They just done brainwash you so much, man. Your shepherds, they got you basically feeling sorry for your masters, man. You supposed to be in the same mind frame they are, man. You supposed to this because the Lord made them this way in the womb, man. You supposed to be trying to grievously oppress them. You supposed to be trying to take them down, man. We don't move before the Lord and go and try to take them down, man. But that's supposed to be your mind frame. I can't wait till we get these crackers down, man. It's supposed to be your mind frame, man.
And in the meantime, through Spirit Yahweh Shem Shah, we break their strongholds using spiritual ammunition, man.
Which I'm gonna go back to.
Go ahead,
Did you have something right there?
No.
And the children struggled together within her, and she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord.
She didn't know what was going on, but she knew something was strange.
And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb.
Not one nation, but 2 different nations, man. And that's why, Esau and Jacob are 2 separate entities, man, because Esau represents one nation and Jacob represents another nation.
2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels.
That's why Esau like his meat red. That's why Jacob like to chill and, be cool.
The one people shall be stronger than the other people.
And who is there? That's Jacob, man. And you see it through basketball, you see it through baseball, you see it through boxing, so on and so forth.
And the elder shall serve the younger.
And who is the elder? Esau, because Esau came out the womb first. I got you.
Skip down first. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
And the first came out red, verse 25, and the first came out red all over like in hair.